Welcome to the Boxing Bookie. We are back. It's good to be back. Got a good one for you guys today. Looking forward to today's show. I don't know if I'll do one or two shows today. Not exactly sure, but wanted to bring y'all this show. We'll do a lock. We'll do a parlay. We'll get you some good content for sure. Sorry about that, yeah. All right, guys, please like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. It's good to have everybody here. Gonna be a good show today. This is everything screwed up here. I'm tripping today. Hang on. That's not it. Hang on. Give me 1 second. My stuff is all screwed up. Guys, please like, share, and subscribe. Become a member. Become a Patreon. The link for the membership is in the chat. It's in the ticker. It's in the chat. $5 a month gets you the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. It gets you asked to book anything. Get you access to the Discord. It gets you the live betting. It gets you all the perks. As does the Patreon. Both are just $5 a month. So become a member. Become a Patreon today. $5 a month gets you the absolute best gambling advice. So become a member. Become a Patreon, do all that stuff. After you guys do that, head over to carnivalbar.com. That's carnivalbar.com. It's the nutrition of a steak. It's the convenience of a bar. Carnivalbar.com. Carnivalbar.com. It's clean, shelf-stable nourishment crafted by hand for adventures, picnics, and everything in between. That's carnivalbar.com. Make sure to use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. That's promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. All right, let's get into today's show. So just to recap a little bit, I did drop the video on the Pedro Campa fight with Nesta Bravo. Like I said, Nesta's my dude. I've known Nesta before. I was involved in his career early on. I had a lot of high hopes for him. I thought he had a lot of natural ability, some talent. It hasn't panned out like we thought initially, but he's a good fighter. And he's fallen short at the highest level. He hasn't impressed. He hasn't really developed into what, a lot of people, including myself, thought he might be. Shout out, Mikey. You know it, Mikey. Welcome to the Boxing Bookie. Got a good one for y'all today. We always have a good one for you today. Jab is in the house. Sup, Gary? Have you got? I think I have Cedeno. I haven't gotten to the video yet. As soon as I end this stream, I'm gonna go to the video. After I go to the video, I'm gonna do the breakdown. I'm gonna do the tape of that fight. I'm gonna have an official prediction for you guys on that tonight. I got to get to the video. I've had a slow start to the day. Had a lot going on, but from now, it is 2:52 p.m. From 2:52 p.m. till 2:52 a.m. minimum, I will do nothing but dedicate myself to boxing. All right? You got the next 12 hours of me is dedicated to absolutely nothing but boxing. No basketball, no drama, no hanky-panky with the missus. 12 hours, I'm going to be dedicated to nothing but watching tape, breaking down fights, and dedicating it to boxing. And I will have that video out for you guys today for sure, in a real way. My instincts, my hunch is Cedeno. That's my hunch. But I don't want to give you an official prediction before I do the tape. Like for instance, Campo and Bravo. When I watched before I watched the tape, I was like, yo, this is a 50-50 fight. Why are the odds like this? Then I watched the tape on Bravo, and I was like, Campa might win this. This could be a major upset. Then I watched the tape on Campa, and I was like, now Bravo's going to win, right? So You change your mind a lot when you're assessing things. Um, you know, I like Bravo. I think his athleticism, I think his ability, his strength carries him through. Bravo's an interesting case. He's a big, strong kid. He's physically strong upper body, but he doesn't have no inside game. His inside game is trash. But he wants to come forward. But he's a big, strong guy who likes to come forward, but he's got no inside game. It's puzzling. He doesn't. He's just not that good. I like him a lot. There's a lot of ability. It's just he hasn't like the sum is not as great. Like the parts are greater than the sum with him, right? Like it just all doesn't add up. Good amateur career, decent skills, no inside game. It's frustrating. It's frustrating because I feel like Nesta Bravo could have been, and he's 32, so this is what it is. I feel like Bravo could have been so much more. I thought we got glimpses of that in that 2020 fight where he headlined the PBC card. I feel like we got glimpses of that, but it never really put it all together. And now he's 32. It's like he's not going to get better for him at 32. It's like he's going to all of a sudden become that guy at 32 years old. So it's this or worse. And it didn't get there. It's what it is. Let's have a big weekend. You got dang right, Havelock. You got dang right. I got a lock for you today, too, by the by. Gary, I'm doing videos all 2026 where I show every boxing predictor's pick. For all the big fights happening so the public knows who's the top dogs. We're starting the year off with Matias. Oh, no. We had to start the week. No. We had to start the year off with Han and Home. Come on now. Give me my due respect, 79. I hit that out the park. You saw me down after one of my great picks. That's all right. Guys, please like, share, and subscribe. Become a member. Become a Patreon. Do all that stuff. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Shout out, Mike. I already watched a lot of these channels. I have confidence you and Breaking Bad Boxing are going to have the best win. Who else is in this? I'm guessing it's Johnny. I'm guessing it's Tommy and Paulie. Who else are we breaking down? El Gallo Negro. El Gallo Negro. Which is Spanish for the Black Rooster. What's up, G? What makes you think Dalton wins the fight? All right, cool. So to me, Dalton's a more complete fighter. He's better from the outside. I think you can keep him at the end of his punches. He's not Puello, where Puello can't keep him at the end of his shots. Puello has no power. I like Puello. Puello's probably more skilled than Dalton. He's a better pure boxer than Dalton Smith. But Puello has no power to keep him off him. And I also thought Puello won pretty much every round in that fight. Maybe not every single round, but 9 or 10 of them. I thought he won wide. I thought he won clear. I thought that decision was a travesty. I thought it was outrageous. So, I think by beating him in a similar fashion, but from a conventional stance, Paro beat him at. I think Dalton Smith is as good or better than Paro at that. So I think he can outbox him. I think he can keep him at bay. I think he can outwork him. Oh, he's not going to outwork him, but I think he can outland him. I think he can throw in flurries and combos. He's not going to outthrow him. I should have said that. That came out wrong. He's not going to outwork him. He's not going to throw more punches than Matias, I don't think, unless Matias really can't get on the inside at all. I think the fight's entertaining. I think it keeps you on the edge of your seat, but I think it's just mostly Smith just puts rounds in the bank. I don't think that Matias is going to be able to get on the inside enough to win the fight. I like Smith by decision. Cedeno, lack of competition worries me. Yeah, let's look at his resume real quick. Huh? Sure? Huh? My bigger concern is he doesn't know how to spell his name at all. Hendry. Who taught him how to spell his name like that? What are we doing here? Hang on. That's my biggest concern. Hang on. Competition's not great. Is he a Bob Santos fighter? Is it a Bob Santos fighter? At Conway. Enrique Kokuka. Yeah, it's not real good. I mean, that's probably the best name on his resume. This is not a bad win, right? Like this is not. I mean, look, it's not. It doesn't. I get it, but Kokia, however you say his name, he's got the win over Gustavo David Vittori. That's a solid win. That's a professional win. He's got 2 draws with Kent Cruz. And then he got destroyed by Samuel Tay. That's not great. And then he's got a. This is probably his best win. And then Umara. That was on a. Got a win over Jason Velez. Yeah, I agree. Competition isn't great. It's really not. So you're betting on an upside and ability thing like that. Santiago, obviously, more battle tested. Obviously, the win over Fortuna was big, but Fortuna was shot. He's got the first round stoppage over Campa. He's got the win over Angel Fierro. That's a nice streak of wins there. That really is a nice streak of wins. Fierro, Campa, and Fortuna. It's a nice streak there. He's got a win over Carl Dargan, which I didn't even know Carl Dargan was still boxing. All since the loss to Ricardo Nunez. That fight was 4.5 years ago. So, keep that in note. The loss to Devin Haney, I'm not, all right, whatever. I'm not worried about that. He's definitely battle tested. Look at Santiago. Look at that. Look at those names. Fortuna, former world champ. Campa, Angel Fierro, Carl Dorgan, amateur standout. Ricardo Nunez, Devin Haney, even Diego Contreras. That's a name. So the level of competition is much, much greater. Much, much greater with you can't lose by first round knockout to David Cardenas, to Ruben Torres. That's unacceptable. First round knockout, and then he fought my boy Jose Cardenas. So I was at this fight. Yeah, I must have been at this fight. I don't even remember. Oh, I was definitely at this fight. I don't remember it at all. I remember this fight. I remember this fight. Okay, I was definitely here. I just don't remember Jose Cardenas and Diego Contreras. But that's all right. Yeah, that's not all right. Let's go, Gary. Got some money to play with now. All right, well, let's get paid then. Let's get paid, Luis Carlo Trigiano. Let's get paid. Is Trigiano, so with this name, Luis Carlo, are we Italian or are we Spanish? This name is tripped me out a little bit. Trigiano, Carlo Trigiano, definitely sounds like you're one of my cousins. Luis is obviously a Spanish name. Luis Trigiano, I guess, could go either way, Spanish or Italian, but the Carlo really trips me out. Carlo isn't a Spanish name. Carlo's an Italian name. Carlos with an S is the Spanish equivalent. So are we Italian? Carlo Italiano or Espanola? There's a lot of channels that do boxing prediction consistently. There will all be in there unless I somehow miss one. Gotcha. Is Juan Jose Rodriguez a live dog? I think he is in a real way. They have him at plus 730 against boxing. I haven't done the tape on him. I haven't done the tape on him. Dalton is unproven with a poor resume. Regardless, it will be. He's got the one over Cepeda. The rest of his resume is not great. I do grant you that. You thought the playoff fight was? I thought the playoff fight was a horrible decision. I thought it was terrible. I thought playoff won 9 rounds in that fight, at least 9 rounds. I didn't think it was close. I thought that was a terrible decision. The difference between you and most of the predictions, a lot of these guys will tell you they are worried to put money down for these picks. Gary ain't scared. I ain't never scared. if he was able, if I don't think it's a good bet, I'll tell you not to put money on it, right? If he was able to get inside versus Puyo, who's a much better boxer, Dalton's only chance is accuracy and punch play, but Matias's footwork and cutting up the ring has gotten better. No, it hasn't. I don't agree with that at all. I don't agree with that. No, I disagree. So Puyo has no power to keep a wrecking ball like Matias off of him. None. He hit him plenty of times. Smith has plenty of pop. I'm not saying he's a one-punch KO artist, knockout freak. I'm not saying that. He's got plenty of power to stop you from walking in the front door. I did a whole video on this. I'll link it because it's quite good. Well, I did do a whole video on it. I just clipped my monologue. Hang on 1 second. Hang on. Give me 1 second. Let me find this video. I'm gonna put it in there for y'all. I'm tripping out right now. There you go. Here's the link. Watch this video. I address all of that in this video. It's quite a good video. Yeah, I remember Go Kia. Yeah. Shout out to bro. I'm seeing a lot of people write off Smith. They don't think he's on Matias. I don't really know what level people think Matias is at. I really don't get it. I don't get it at all. What do people think Matias is? Like, Matias is a wrecking ball. That's all he is. He lost to Petrus Aranon, whatever the hell his name is. Like, this is the same guy. I'm not saying he sucks. I'm not saying he's hot garbage. He's not. He's a world-class fighter. That being said, he's one-dimensional. If you're multi-dimensional, if you can move, you can use the ring, you got decent legs, you have decent pop, you have boxing skills, you can throw in combinations, you can hit angles, you can beat him. You guys act like he's prime Mike Tyson or Tank Davis. He's usually get in and he's explosive and athletic. He's not. He's a wrecking ball. He's a come forward, face first wrecking ball, come in behind a height, hit him in the body, go underneath his elbows, get to his body, hit him with an angle, turn him, hit him with a right hand. Like, it's not that hard. If you possess world-class skills, you can have him. What up, Jackson? What up, Jackson? Gary, you're the best, but we're going to find out. We're going to find out. I was told the same thing about Holly Holm. I was told I was tripping about Stephanie Hahn. We'll see. We haven't seen Smith at an elite level yet. He beat Pedraza. I mean, I always do that. What's it called when you switch your not ambidextrous? What is it called when you switch letters? Like you flip letters in your brain. What is that called? He beat Zepeda. I always call Zepeda and Pedraza dyslexic. I'm dyslexic. If you're dyslexic, Zepeda and Pedraza look the same. It really does. Zepeda. I think I have dyslexia. I always do that. What's good, G? Happy birthday, DJ. Happy birthday, DJ. What are you doing for your birthday, my dude? I wish I was 28 again. Yeah. I got married when I was 28. JP Foley, I've got about 50% of the prediction channel picks written down for my video, and so far I found 4 channels that are picking Smith, 2 being Gary and Teddy Atlas. Shout out Teddy Atlas. See, great minds think alike. Yeah. Atlas didn't say he's confident in Smith at all, but he's leaning Smith slightly. I like this. My father is Italian born and my mom's side Spanish. Canary Islands, but I'm Venezuelan. Shout out. Okay. My mom is Italian born. What part of the boot is what part of the boot does your father come from? Shout out. Johnny did a video on it, no? Can't agree. Preo was headbutting and hold. Yes, he was. He was headbutting and holding the whole fight. That's how he fights. I thought tomatoes, tomatoes, Matias was there live and watched the replay. I think you mean Matias. Bet Dalton will be the same. You must fight dirty against me. Yeah, it's a fight. If you can get away with it, you do it. I'm not saying people should fight dirty. I'm saying it's a fight. I expected it too. There's my link. I break down the argument I keep hearing over and over and over and over again about Matias and Smith and Puello and what about Puello? What about Puello? Jermaine Matthew. Yeah. I met Matias. I figured. Dude, 100 time to go hard, bro. Yo, spell check is a real bastard. Like, why would it change Matias to tomatoes? I once wrote Kawhi. And it changed Kawhi to Jawbone. Hang on one second. Hang on. Sorry about that. 100 time to go hard, bro. 28, a lovely age. A beautiful age. It's one of the best ages there is for a man. Matias lost to I say 28 is the age where a man surpasses a wife. When a woman is in her 20s, she's at her prime value, right? Like the woman is more valuable than a man, right? Like because of her beauty and her sexual attraction. But after 25, she starts to just tick down every year. And if a man plays his hand right, he's got no value early in his 20s because he's broke. But if he takes care of himself and plays his hand right, he begins to trend up in his 20s. 28, I think, is the part where the man either catches or passes the woman. So play your hands right, DJ. You'll have a hell of a year. Does that make sense? Like women go downhill in their 20s, right? 25, I think, is their peak in the 26, 27, 28, right? And a man starts here and has to go up 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 28. I think is where he intersects and passes her. By the time he's 30, he's definitely more valuable than her, and she better play. And she better behave. You dig? Hell yeah, I was turned up last year. This year going to be the best. He lost to Petros. Has it been that long? He's still the same fighter. There you go. That's what I am. I'm dyslexic. Yes, dyslexic. Joe Biden. I mean, it's a pet after getting beat on by Prograis. Smith has a nice right hand, but he hasn't beat anybody good at the best. He beat Zepeda. Let's not act like Zepeda's no good. Zepeda just gave Regis hell. For my birthday, I'm turning into your stream. I appreciate it. I'm about to do the same tape and probably leave it out again. I appreciate you. You can be anywhere. It's your birthday. You're on my stream. I appreciate that, DJ. Keep it balanced. Always time to turn up, but that money and health comes first. Keep the weekend and summers for the fun stuff. We in winter arc. It won't look pretty. Salute. Let's get it. Yo, let's get him paid for his birthday. Let's get DJ a parlay for his birthday that hits. Gary, do you have a January 3 to 4 teamer who can go we can go heavy on? I just did a long-term parlay. My grandma was from Apia. He knocked the dude out on the rematch. He was underrated movement, and he has underrated movement, and his offense is his defense. I agree with that bit. I can't wait for Matias to stop. All right, I'd be shocked if he stops him. You think Emmanuel Rodriguez? Yeah. I know both these guys well. Emmanuel for sure. If you see me anytime, I ain't out. I'm grinding on tape, brother. I don't see none but money. Good for you, my dude. Good for you. One time I was in school, a girl wrote me a note flirting, but she said she had dyslexia, so I have no idea what. Shout out. I will see you overseas one day around the premium clubs and exclusive parties. Keep grinding mentally and physically. Shout out. I think if Smith wins, he will knock out Matias with a right hand coming in, not by decision unless he gets knocked down, because Matias puts in a lot more volume. Yeah. Okay, we'll see. Look like someone with Parkinson's wrote it. I got Dalton Smith money line. I like it. Ringside tickets and Mastro's reservation Saturday. It's going to be a good night. You guys forgetting he rematched Petros and stopped him. He did. She better behave. It's crazy. She better behave. It's crazy. She better behave. And guys, you guys, not you guys. I'm saying many guys, not necessarily you guys. Y'all out there, you put women on this pedestal. I'm not saying anyone in particular. I'm just saying men in general put women on a pedestal. They peak at 24, 25 years old, right? That's it. And then it's just downhill. Like, in a real way. Like, there's no other way. Like, a woman's peak value is 24, 25 years old. That's as good as it gets for her. For a man, that is like you're just starting to – you don't really even have any value at 24, 25, unless you're like, extraordinary. Well, NBA player or, tech genius or something like that. But for a typical man who builds himself up 24, 25, you're not even close to the man you're going to become yet, right? So you just got to keep building, keep grinding. Women, they don't build, they don't grind, they decline. All facts, you just said. Shout out. Yes, sir. Well, I'm the boss. It's my family. I'm the head of the family, right? I always say this: the man is the head of the family. The wife is the neck. She can turn the head if she behaves herself, right? I make the decisions, but I make the decisions as in what's in the best interest of my wife and kids. I don't make the decision what's in the best interest of me. Being a man is doing what's in the best interest of the ones that you love and protect. I think of like Christmas morning, right? Christmas morning. The man doesn't get anything. The man gets a tie or some socks or golf balls or some garbage, whatever. Christmas morning is special because he takes care of everyone around him that he loves, right? You don't get, as a man, you don't get anything really on Christmas. You get socks, a necktie, slippers, like garbage. Whatever. I don't even want this. But he takes care of everyone around him, and that's his job. So when I say the man is the head, yes. Only because he's the decision maker, the logical one. So he's the authoritative one. But if you're making decisions that are in your best interest, in the best interest of you and not the best interest of your family, you're doing it wrong. The Bible says women submit to your husbands. That's important. Women needs to submit to her husband because women making their own decisions is just crazy work. It never works. It never ends up well. But men love your wives as Jesus loved the church. What did Jesus do for the church? He laid his life down for her. He gave the ultimate sacrifice, right? Husbands, love your wives as Jesus loved the church. Jesus gave his life for the church. He didn't just do what he wanted to do. He gave his life for the betterment of the church. And that's what you're supposed to do with your family. You dig? You deaf right, G. That's why when women start to try and settle down. Yeah. I'm 21, brother. I feel old. 21. No, you're just a baby. 21. Oh, can you even grow facial hair yet, my dude? 21, you're a baby. You got nothing. Climb that. Make that climb. Make that climb, my dude. Make that climb. My family is originally from Italy, a close town called Trigano, actually close to Bari. But they migrated to Cesena Emilia. Oh, okay. Cool. Shout out. You got way more time than me. I wish I started this at 20. Yeah, well, we got teens and people in their 20s in a physical state of someone in their 50s. That's not good either. But Zepeda is over the hill. Matias has the better resume. I agree. I'm not saying Smith's resume is anything to write home about. Full name is Luis Carlo Trigiano Cabo. You see, this is Spanish or Caballero? Are you posting the long-term parlay in the Discord? Yeah, probably. Probably. All right. What up, Fast Car? Everyone has their timing, brother. Everyone has a different path and story in life. You could have started earlier, but messed up because, yeah, it's not where you're at. It's where you're going, right? Like, if you know, it's not where you're at. It's where you're going. Like, I never judge a man for where he at because I don't know where he came from, right? So, maybe he's in a trailer today, but 2 weeks ago he was homeless, and 2 weeks before that he was in jail, right? So he's trending in the right direction. So don't judge a man where he's at, judge him for where he's going. I do not need this type of money at 21. I would have been dead with money at 21. You deaf right on that one. Turkey and provolone, make it good. You think you can handle that? Gary, it said how it's seen as a controversial. People even hate on men who get chicks young. Well, yeah, I never understood this. I like if I was single again, I would go for women in their 20s. I wouldn't go for women in their 40s because that's gross. And then, I would want to have a family, and you can't have a family. You can't have a bunch of kids if the woman's 47. Men are attracted to youth. Why is it like for men to have any preferences? It's like, no, this is disgusting. And then you have simp men who are like, no, women look just as good at 45 as they do at 25. Could you imagine if that was true? That'd be ridiculous. Like women spending thousands of dollars to look older. There's entire industries, billion-dollar industries that are completely funded by women. That's only mission is to make you look younger. Like, yes, women look their best in their 20s. Anyone who tells you any differently is a lying simp, and they should be eradicated from the face of the planet. It is so stupid. All Smith has that right hand. He's not. That's not true. He's the best part Matias has ever fought against. But besides that, his skills are average. I don't agree with that statement. We got the famous socks. Yeah? If you can get multiple chicks, why go for one with mileage or that chick's only? Chill, Gary. You're telling me I got 10 years left until I peak as a man? You got it. No, a man can peak whenever. Let me make my point. So we can say whatever we want about Bill Belichick. Whatever. He got a girl at 70. He's 73. He got a girl at 73 who's 23 years old that he could have never gotten at 23. At 23, she would have laughed at him. At 73, he landed her. So a man can peak whenever. You can be homeless till you're 50 and then peak at 55. A man doesn't matter. There's no biological clock on a man. You can peak whenever, my dude. You think Smith Matias? I do. I think he goes the distance. Gary is an Italian and Texan former New Yorker. You really think he is letting a woman call the shots? Hell no. No women calling shots. Shout out to Top Notch. Thank you for the super chat. Shout out to the GOAT. Thank you for the $2. Thank you, and thank you for the kind words. Men submit to God, women and children to the men. Yes, it's nothing better for that's the natural order. It's God over man, man over woman, woman over children. Yeah? Yes, and that's by design. How do you see the over in the material? I like the over. I like it to go the distance. Gary, what were you doing at 24, 25? Nothing good. They are trying to eliminate competition with the modern dating philosophies. They are being said, as a young man, I love women older than me. All right, you can like what you want. All right, let's take a look at the book. I did the tape on it, and the video is live. I like Nesta Bravo to win the fight. Go check out the video. The video is really good. Check out the video. Um, all right, let's take a look. Take a look at the book. All right. I think Herrera is a decent parlay piece. These are wild, these odds. These are wild. I'm not touching any of these wild odds. We got the distance on this. No, I would take the distance on Nestor Brown. This is going to be hard work, man. I think you could add Emmanuel Rodriguez. All right, so here's the parlay that I like quite a bit. I like this quite a bit. 3-leg parlay, -122, over 10.5 on Matias, Rodriguez, Herrera, money line. So Rodriguez, Herrera, money line, over 10.5, -122. How's that for a parlay, my dude? How's that for a parlay? You like that? How's that parlay, guys? I like this a lot. I think it's simple. I think it's safe. I think it hits. In terms of dating or having the roster, no doubt, for starting a family, a young chick. It only works with it. If the chick is 45, I don't care if you think she's a 9 out of 10 or whatever. Like, she can't have any kids. It doesn't meet your mating strategy. If you want to have kids, if you want to have a family, if you want to have a legacy, and this is something they try to take away from men. Have a legacy. Have a bunch of kids. Have 6 kids. My only regret is I only have 3 kids. I wish I had more. Maybe God will bless me with another one. But I have as many kids as you can. The good peoples of the earth should have a lot of kids, and then you repopulate the earth with good people, and you build a legacy, and your last name means something, and your legacy means something. Have many kids. I'm low-key learning that from experience from Campa. Damn, I don't know how I missed it. Real men do stuff with their hands. Sorry, chill, Dixon. Chill, Dixon. I love women that can add value and interesting. Nobody wants a bird brain chick. Yeah, no, I'm not saying she should be dumb, but she has to be submissive and she has to be a good order taker, right? A woman who I don't want her coming home and giving me a fight. Women will say this. The modern women will say this all the time. Well, I need a man that can handle me. Do you think after I worked all day, after I've made a living, do you think I want to come home and handle anything? Do you think I want to have another fight? Do you think I want to have a loudmouth, rebellious woman who gives me a stupid opinion and everything? Men live a hard life, so women don't have to. My goal as a man is to live as hard a life as possible so my wife can live as soft a life as possible. I don't care what she thinks on many things because she doesn't have to work for it. She doesn't have to earn it, right? She gets things because she's a woman and because I give them to her. Chill, Dixon. Money can buy belly rich. I'm 26, but women under 25 are insane. I'd rather date a 30-year-old. All right. I just turned 22. I got 2 kids of my own. With a woman my age, I definitely wasn't gonna have no offspring with any other cougars. I didn't know you got 2 kids. Shout out. And you're only 22. Shout out 79. Ain't no girl worth marrying nowadays. I wouldn't say that. I would say they're few and far between. You may have to leave the country, but there are still good women out there. I would imagine. Although I've been married for 14 years, so what do I know? Somewhere in Africa is a man with 3 beautiful wives who are managed by his mother, and his oldest daughter costs 17 cats to marry. Oh, in the U.S. Yeah. Oh, I wouldn't say there's none, but you may have to put your glasses on and start searching. Gary's speaking facts, but we get canceled in today's society. If I get canceled, I get canceled, you know? People don't like Gary because he speaks the truth. That is facts. There's nothing more hated than the truth. When Matias just walks through Smith's punches and puts Smith out of his range, everybody lets him fight at least. See how your boy handles dealing with Matias. Okay. If that happened, life would kind of be over, especially if she got a baby daddy already after that drama. I would have had like 3 kids by now, but I don't got any. I could have had 3 kids by now. Have more kids. Have kids. But that's another thing, man. You can like Al Pacino had a kid at 82. Floyd Mayweather Sr. had a kid late in the 60s. Trump had a kid at 60 or whatever, right? Like you can have kids whenever. Like, don't worry about it. Like men aren't in a rush. I knew this was a community. We got boxing advice and life advice. I'm never getting married. I wouldn't say never get married. I would say don't rush, but get married when you find the right woman. And that woman may not live in this country, like we've talked about. May not live in the United States. I don't know what country everybody's in. What do you think about the Hendry Cedeno fight? Just your thoughts. I haven't done the tape yet. My initial instinct is Cedeno, but I got to watch the tape of this fight. This fight is too close for me to give you a prediction. And I'm going to watch the tape as soon as I end this live stream. All right. I'm going to post this parlay. While I'm posting this parlay, you guys put any last minute questions, comments, or super chats in the comment section, and I will get to it. All right. I am tripping. Okay. Give me 1 second while I post this. All right. One more second. Just need to post it one more, please. All right. I'm going to wrap this up, guys. Y'all have been extraordinary. Appreciate everyone dropping by. I got a couple of questions, comments, thoughts I want to address. Have y'all noticed how blended gender attribute? Yeah, they are. For example, there's multiple girls my age that straight up have more manly features than. Yeah, there's something weird going on in the water, man. Don't drink the water. Get bottled water. I don't know what comes out of the tap. I'm not getting married ever. My girlfriend hates it, but I'm firm on that. Why mess up a good thing? That's fair. That's fair. She has to earn the relationship, last name, and children. Yeah, but this only works with the real traditional men, not with these modern day males. Yeah, these modern day males that have pussies where their balls are supposed to be. And yeah, I often criticize women because men are criticized so much, but men have to grow up too. Who will be feminine, get played, always in drama. Yeah, a man should avoid drama. I don't argue with my wife. People say, Gary, you argue. I don't argue with my wife. I don't argue with women because arguing with women is senseless and ridiculous. Men are logical. Women are emotional. I'm not going to appeal to your emotion with my logic. You're not going to appeal to my logic with your emotions. I'm not arguing with a woman. It's ridiculous. Who's better, Gary? What's better, Gary's life advice or boxing advice? They're both extraordinary. Sabriel versus Dalton over 5.5. Sabriel over 5.5. Yeah, for sure. Even if you were going for over 5.5 all day, it's going the distance. His boxing advice, he's called like 2 or 3 plus 250s in a row. Shout out. Gary has proven that boxing philosophy can be applied to life as well. We all are in a fight at the end of the day until that final bell rings. You got that right. So give him credit where credit is due. I appreciate that. Bet Smith, then take your girl on a nice vacation with the winnings. Yeah, I think that's good advice. I'm going to refer to Gary as plus money G to people when I refer to his child. I appreciate that. My first son is turning 16. I'm going to have to F him up, shake my head. He was raised by his mother with a feminist mentality. So why do we don't see eye to eye? I should have fought for custody. Yeah, I hear you, man. And the court systems are so against men. It's disgusting. It's so bad. A lot more value on Damian Nibba than anybody else this weekend. I like Nibba. I like him at those odds. Nice. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Facts, Gary. Be keeping me in check if I ever get in drama. I try to tell men all the time, argue with them is like argue with a child, bro. A complete waste of your time. What are you going to make sense to her? And then, okay, yeah, don't tell her what it is. And if she doesn't listen, she doesn't listen. If she doesn't listen enough, then it's over. Exactly, Jeb. Should be making sense sometimes. All right, I got to wrap, y'all. I appreciate y'all. It's been a great show. I will come back 2 live shows tomorrow. It is January 8th, 2026 from Texas to the world. Thank y'all, and God bless.
Don't miss a tweet, post, story, or video. 3D Boxing is on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Hit the subscribe button now to stay inside the ring.